Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Welcome to another spiritual therapy session. I am not outside today because it is raining. I probably could have posted up on the porch. I sat out there and drank some coffee, but the flies was flying, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna just hang out in my room today. So I went ahead and shuffled some cards while I was actually doing something else, and these are the cards that came out. Now, when I was shuffling the cards, I did see the twin flame card, but since it didn't fly out of the deck, I decided to leave it where it said. So I probably won't put that in the title. But those of y'all that are on a twin flame journey, just know that that card did show up. I did see it, but I gave it the opportunity to come out on its own, and it did not. So these are the cards that actually came out on their own, and this is the card that's at the bottom of the deck, which is commitment. So whether it be a twin flame journey or not, either two ways about it, there's some commitment energy somewhere. Which, and I'm not surprised because it seems like the last few days I've been pulling on a lot of cards that have been coming out involving reunions, relationships, marriages, just a lot of balanced energy, and that's a good thing. We haven't really been having a whole lot of toxic energy. 111 on the timer. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this. But before I do, of course, let me stop and take a moment to acknowledge and thank the Holy Spirit for residing in my temple, my spirit guides and my divine ancestors, as well as all my angels of love and light. I do rebuke any low vibrational beings and all negative forces. I command all evil eyes to go blind and any monitoring spirits go deaf. And any dark energy that does come this way, it will be transmuted into peace, power, love, and prosperity. And I do speak this in the name of the divine so that this prayer does reach the most high creator. All right, so for whatever reason, when I was looking at these cards after they came out and I sat them up and I was looking at them, I noticed that there's a lot of T's. That telepathy, test, time, and the letter T is associated with the number two. So you got 2272 up here on the top row. For whatever reason, I was just guided to point that out. So there may be a number synchronicity for somebody, 2272. I don't know, but it is what it is. And of course, the last card starts with a C, which is commitment, and the number three goes with the letter C. So anyway, number three could be significant for you. All right, first card, telepathy. It says close soul connections, there I go. Harmoniously synchronized reenactment of telepathic moments. Now, if you're watching tarot, which you are, if you're watching me, 9 times out of 10, you either experience telepathy or you're starting to experience telepathy. Do not let your ego convince you that you are crazy, because that is what most people do. People fear what they don't understand, and people that do not experience telepathy, they write everything off as a coincidence. There are no such thing as coincidences. Spirit is not a coincidence. It just amazes me how people, holler, how much, oh, I believe in God, and I serve the Lord, and they do all of this stuff. But then, when they run across somebody that has supernatural gifts, the first thing they want to do is link them to being crazy, link them to being satanic, you know what I'm saying? Link them to just being negative because they're not like them. So, to those of y'all that are dealing with telepathy, first of all, look it up because it's a lot to explain. But we all have the telepathic abilities, and that's not something that you have to activate yourself. As you raise your vibration, as you cut out certain toxic lifestyles, telepathy is something that you automatically start to experience with those that are close to you, especially if you are in a high vibrational relationship. Even if you are in separation from this person, y'all have telepathic messages, and telepathic messages can come in the form of numbers, dreams, songs, very much so. You could be walking around in the store, hear a particular song that you've probably known all your life. You've been your parents used to sing the song, used to play the song, you would hear it in the radio, never thought nothing of it, but now all of a sudden this particular song come on and a particular person pops in your head. That is a telepathic message, and you have to listen to the words of that song to understand what that message is. That is telepathy. That's only one form of telepathy. There are multiple ways, of telepathically communicating with a person. So those of y'all that are on the spiritual connection, whether it's a twin flame, soulmate, whatever type of journey that you are walking in life, as you evolve on a spiritual level, you will experience a lot of telepathy and telepathic, conversations and stuff. Again, dreams is very, very high for me. I have a lot of telepathic communication with, a couple of deceased loved ones. And some people that are here in the physical, people that I'm not in contact with, or people just people. Hey, I'm grateful for these experiences with people. I get a lot of knowledge and stuff from people, and it be their higher selves communicating with you. And a lot of times you could tell somebody, I had a dream about you last night, such and such. They'll be looking at you like you crazy, but they don't realize it was their higher self communicating with your higher self. And because you are high vibrational, you can pick up on it. They may not have a clue. They're not going to know because their lower selves were at home in bed or wherever they were. They wasn't with you, but it was their spirit, that was communicating with you. It's starting to lighten, y'all. So confirmation. Thank you, spirit. But anyway, so that's telepathy. Let me move on. Test. It says your strength and weaknesses are being tested. Very much so. I just said we are having a lot of, I'm also, when I watch tarot, other readers and stuff, I'm seeing a lot of these reunion cards coming up, and certain situations coming up where people are getting ready to go into relationships, partnerships. This ain't just for twin flame. This is soulmates. People going to new jobs. People's lives are just changing. People are changing, and right now it is because everything is a test. Say, for example, you lost your job. You lost your job for whatever reason. These are 3D scenarios, but they're operated from a higher realms. There was a reason why you lost your job. It was a reason why you was pushed to quit your job. It was a reason. So you are being tested right now. It says your strength and weaknesses are being tested. Okay, well, now you don't have this particular job. Now you gotta be faithful. You know what I'm saying? You got to be faithful in the spirit to understand that everything happens for the highest good. So whatever it is you are facing, you have got to pass this test. And us as humans, we have a tendency, oh my God, I done lost my job. What am I going to do? I'm about to get kicked out. I mean, that's the first thing that comes to us because we are programmed to work. And there's absolutely, I mean, yes, that is true. But when you are evolving and you are on a spiritual path and the universe has something else lined for you, sometimes the universe will destroy that foundation that you have that was built on this 3D mentality, because the universe is getting ready to align you with a spiritual path that you will make more and be more comfortable, and you will have peace of mind. You will have more of a spiritual connection with whatever it is you're doing. You could be going to another 3D job, but this job may align with you better than the job that you worked at for 10 or 15 years. And that's a hard, what I'm saying? It's hard to look at it that way. That is the reason why this card says you're being tested. You have to put your faith out. You have to understand, that everything that we go through, especially when it's time for you to evolve. Oh my God. When it's time for you to evolve, man, you get hit with all kinds of shit because that's your test. You're being tested. The universe got to see, okay, this person is claiming they want to change. They're claiming they want to live this way and that way. Let me go ahead and slide these pop quizzes out here on their ass to see how strong they are. So you lose your job, or something happens, that just creates a life change or a break of a relationship. Let's go there. That's a lot more common. Excuse me. Goodness, my throat. There my throat go, y'all. So a relationship. Say you've been in a relationship with somebody for 15 years or so, or y'all got a whole family. Y'all done built a foundation. But this foundation may not really be solid. It may be 3D solid, but on a spiritual level, it's really not. You're really not connected to this person. 828 is what I seen when I looked up. And let me say this. I've been seeing the number 2828 a lot the last couple of days. So 2828 and 8282. That's 1010, hands down. So I know for a fact my life is changing, and I'm claiming it because it's changing, and I'm seeing it. Everybody may not, so those numbers may be of significance to somebody that need that. But anyway, relationship. You've been in a relationship with this person, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, this person's starting to get on your nerves, and you know what I'm saying? They come home and you don't even want them there. And, that's because the universe is guiding you to leave this environment, to break up with this particular person, because you're evolving and they're not. One or the other, however it go. Someone's evolving, the other person is not. It's time for somebody to change, elevate, and move along to a higher, more stable foundation for their spirit. Their heart chakra is changing. When your heart chakra starts to elevate and you start looking at the people that you're dealing with, and you're no longer attracted to being around them, whether this is platonic or romantic, that is because spirit is now nudging on you to evolve. And that's actually in a 3D here in the physical, what we see out of our two eyes is painful. But when you look at that from a higher perspective, that's when that test come in, and that's when that trust your intuition come in and says yes. Because once you start to see from a higher perspective. This yes card, if y'all can see this tree, it's more roots than anything. But you see all of those roots on that tree? Look how beautiful the top of that tree is. It's because those roots are strong. And y'all know I've said it several times, 10-10 on the timer. Those roots, they represent foundation and strength. They represent foundation because this tree could not have those beautiful leaves on the top if them roots weren't strong and powerful to lead into the ground. So with that being said, you got to trust your intuition, and your intuition is your spirit guides. Your intuition is your passed on grandmama, your mama, your daddy, or whoever it is, that's walking with you in this particular walk of life. They are trying to nudge you into a different mentality that is higher vibrational because they tired of watching a baby suffer. They tired of watching a baby live in fear. They want you to be happy because now that they've crossed over to the other side, they understand what it takes. So they nudging on you, hey, listen to us. When I tell you to break up with this person, you need to leave them alone. When you have a dream that your mama came and visited you and she told you something, and then you wake up and you looking around like, Lord, what mama talking about? All that's 11:11 on the timer. Somebody's passed on ancestors is walking somebody through a spiritual awakening. And that's what I got when I seen that 11:11 just now. So trust your intuition, and whatever it is that you're going through right now, it is for your highest good. This next card says time. Let time forget those scars. And that is the absolute truth. It's the truth, but you got to understand what this means, because yes, in time, you can forget the scars, but you know that they're there. And it's crazy how I'm saying it's 11:44 on the timer, but in reference to a passed over loved one. Say, for example, this is your grandmother. Me, myself, tomorrow, my aunt will be gone for 7 years. Is it tomorrow? No, it's the 19th. My bad, y'all. My bad. A couple days early. But anyway, I lost my best friend. That was the only person I had. This woman took me. She trained me. She motivated me. She walks with me in the spirit. She shows up in my dreams and everything. And when she passed away, I was 37. I was 37, I think, child. I don't remember. But anyway, whatever age I was, that was the first person that I lost that shocked me to my soul, literally. And I believe that's when I kind of started my spiritual transformation. Well, my spiritual journey really started in 2012, but I didn't understand. And it wasn't until she passed away a few years later, that's when it really started hitting. Because after she passed away, within the first month, she started coming to me in my dreams. That's what fucked me up right there. When she started coming to me in my dreams and telling me stuff, and then a couple of days later, stuff was happening, and that's when I realized, oh, now it's way more than what the fuck they've been telling us here in the 3D. And I couldn't talk to people about stuff like that. I would tell the kids and stuff, but I didn't want people to think I was crazy. People will try to tell you that well, you just miss them, it's all in your head. No, the hell it's not. We are all 13 on the time, and 13 represents death and transformation. And 13 also breaks down to 44, which reduces down to an 8. We are in the year of I couldn't get that out, y'all. We are in that year. This is the year of the 8. This is where a lot of karmic lessons are being played out. People getting karma so they could change their life. You know what I'm saying? These ancestors, they coming through, man. They working on us. They working with us. So you cannot forget, the pain that you felt when your mama or your cousin or whoever it is passed away. Or you can't forget when something happened in your life that was detrimental. You can't forget it. But you have to forget the scarring because what you have to do is learn how to keep going and keep growing. That's what that forget means. It doesn't mean forget about that person. They gone. Or don't forget about that job. I don't work there no more, so screw that and block it out of your memory. So you can't heal when you forget stuff. That's a lesson I had to learn myself. I blocked out 90% of my childhood. Blocked it out a long time ago. Never went to a therapist, never seen a counselor. I'm going to just say this. Probably 99.9% of the people don't even know what the fuck I've been through in life. Why? Because I blocked it out. I blocked it out so I didn't have to deal with it. I blocked it out so I could keep on living. But within these last 2 years, when I started pulling myself away from everybody and looking around and didn't know what was going on with me and why I didn't want to talk to nobody, I was going through the dark night of the soul, 1444 on the timer. But see, I didn't have nobody to talk to about that because, for one, the only person that I really could talk to was my aunt. She was already passed away, but she guided me through that. She guided me through it. She guided me through that. A couple of other deceased, people that I know guided me through it. That's why I have an ancestor altar. People tell, oh, that's demonic. You're not supposed to have. I don't care about what people say, because there's one thing about it. My spirit team have brought me where I'm at today. And that's why I'm able to sit here and talk to people and say what I need to say, because the average person that is going through a spiritual transformation cannot talk to people. You and your relationships will start to break down, because as you're going through spiritual transformations and dark night of the soul, and you think you're losing your mind. Why? Because your 3D mentality is being elevated, and you don't know, because we don't live in a society where spirituality is taught. We are taught to follow trend. We are taught to get up and go to church every Sunday because Big Mama did it. We are taught to live this religious lifestyle. We are taught to read our Bible, but we're not even taught to understand what's in the Bible. 1551 on the timer. We're not taught. We're taught to do what the preacher say, but the preacher telling you to do one thing, and then as soon as church let out, he going to do the same thing that the Bible telling them not to do. So, you got to really understand, when it comes to spirituality and scarring and breaking up and leaving jobs and everyday problems, they're not really problems. The Most High has to break down false foundations to lead you to commitments. This commitment, it says commitment is an important factor in building a successful relationship. This does not have to be a romantic relationship. This could be your new business. You know what I'm saying? Say you got fired from your job. You got fired from your job. The average person lose their job. They, depending on what's going on and how the universe is taking care of them, they may have some unemployment or something. Somebody, a lot of times when these things happen, the universe will step in and make sure that you are covered. But what the universe wants you to do is stop stressing over the fact that you don't work there no more. Stop stressing over the fact that you don't make this amount of money no more. What you need to do now is move forward and focus on what you are going to do. Right now, take this time to purge. A lot of people lose their jobs because it's time for them to sit back and take a breather. Especially somebody that's been on a job, I don't know, let's just say 5, 6, 7 years. You've been on this job all this time, and all you know is go to work, go home, go to work, go home. You don't think your body is getting worn the fuck out? Then you're paying for all of this insurance and stuff. So by the time you bring home your check barely enough to pay your bills. See, that's that hamster wheel that they want you on. And I'm not saying this is everybody, because some people are secure in their positions. And everybody's not meant, to walk a spiritual path. And some people can walk their spiritual path and keep their 9 to 5. So only take this if it resonates. If it don't get in the comments hollering and acting a fool about whatever's going on. This is for somebody that needs this information, because this is something I had to go through myself in order for me to sit here and speak about it. So I am in this particular process right now of having to put my faith in the universe and going, in a particular direction where people is looking at me like I'm crazy, talking about me behind my back. I don't give a fuck about what they doing, because they in the 3D matrix. They can say whatever the fuck they want to say, because I say it all the time. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I got a badass spiritual team walking with me. And it's one thing about it. If a person is not meant to be in my life, they will not let them come near me. Point blank, period. I've seen it too many times. But I'm telling you, once you put your trust in and start trusting your intuition and put your faith in that higher power, the commitments that are coming into your life, again, whether it be a new job, whether it be a new partner, or it could be an old partner. You know what I'm saying? It could be an old partner. Y'all may have had to break up or stop communication, because the universe had to set both of y'all down 2 different paths to work on y'all, to get y'all shit together, to bring y'all back together so that y'all can build this successful relationship. You just don't never know how the universe is going to work in your favor. But the bottom line of this whole spread is you got to trust your intuition, pass these tests, and time is the only thing that is going to be your best friend. And we know the time. Baby, time will have you walking around here in anxiety. Time will fuck your head up. 1919 on the timer. And 1919 is 1010. So somebody's wrapping up a cycle. Bottom line, trust your intuition. I'm going to pull a few tarot cards. Wait a minute. What is that? Ace of Cups in the reverse just jumped out the deck. This says repressed emotions, block logic, emotional overwhelm, alteration, emptiness. Yes. Before you took this particular leap, whatever it is that the universe probably had to throw you in. Some people, the universe have to throw you into shit because you ain't gonna do it on your own. You was in the Ace of Cups in reverse, which means you're on a hamster wheel. That's basically what that means to me. That's the hamster wheel card to me. You had no new beginnings. You were stuck in go to work, go home, go to work, go home, do this, do this, do this, do this. You were not taking care of your physical vessel. You were not taking care of your body. And I'm going to say this at my job, I was at that job for 5 years, and that particular job, we could go down to the cafeteria. They fed us every day, and that's a blessing because all jobs don't feed you, and they don't. You either had a choice, you go to the cafeteria and eat, or you could just go to the vending machine, but you could drink whatever you want all day long. You didn't have to pay for soda and all of that stuff. But, me personally, the more I look at my body and I look at the things I went through with my weight and everything, I got to really turn around and I'm looking and I'm realizing, if I keep eating out of this dining room, I'm going to end up back in the same predicament I was in. But I was stuck on that hamster wheel because I didn't have time, to eat like I wanted to, because in this particular job, you only got so long to eat your food. Then you got to go right back to work. So you don't even give your body time enough to process this toxic food. Now, let's say this. It's kind of off the subject, but somebody might need this. At your 9 to 5, you get 30 minutes to eat. By the time you get to your dining room or your, cafeteria, whatever it is you get, you got maybe 10, 15 minutes to eat your food. Then you got to get up and go right back to work. See, that's harmful to your physical vessel because we learned in elementary school that whenever you eat, it takes 45 minutes to process, for your intestines and stuff to even process your food. That's why when you go swimming and you have lunch, you cannot get back in that water. But see, we don't imply this stuff to our everyday life because our jobs don't allow us to do that. They don't allow us to have that extra break. In a lot of jobs, you don't even take a break because you're trying to get your work done. See, that's a hamster wheel that you're on. And when you on that hamster wheel, you're not listening to your intuition because you're worried about making that dollar. And so the universe will come in and snatch that shit away from you and put you on a totally different path that'll lead you to a commitment. There, the Knight of Pentacles flew out. Look at the Seven of Swords trying to turn into the reverse. Yeah, so, and I hate to say this, but a lot of times at 9 to 5, the Emperor just jumped out and so did the Ace of Wands. Somebody's life is changing, and it's changing for the better. And it's changing because whatever the universe did to step in and make these changes for them, they taking heed. Queen of Cups and King of Cups. So you got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Somebody is actually getting ready to walk into a commitment is what I just got out of that. Because 4 plus 3 is 7. These two cards are together. The King of Cups, the Queen of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So this will be more than likely a commitment that is going to come through. This Ace of Swords came out. I hope I can get all these cards on camera. I might not be able to. Okay, the Seven of Swords was in the reverse. And 7 plus 1 is 8. So this is a karmic hamster wheel that somebody was on, but they getting ready to get off of it. Because now they finna head towards their 10 of Pentacles. I know the fuck that's right. And this 10 of Pentacles is going to, at first, it's going to be a Page of Cups, which is a new beginning. It's a very nice, sweet new beginning. Whether this be a new relationship, a new job that's less stressful, you starting your own business, being able to create your own work hours, whatever this is, you're getting ready to walk into a new beginning. So this is very, very nice. Again, this is repetitive energy, but I don't mind repeating this kind of energy because this is very, very positive and everybody needs it. We all need these reminders too. So you got the Page of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles again. It says reliable, responsible, patient, and clever. So if you are getting ready to embark on a new relationship, the person that you're going to pull into your life, they're going to be very, very, nice, sweet, and genuine. And then who else we got out here? And it's going to end up being an Emperor. You got the Knight of Cups right here. So you got some new opportunities headed in your directions because you also got this Ace of Wands, which it says will to create. Yes, it's a new beginning all the way around. You got the Emperor. Somebody standing in the Emperor. Shit, y'all. Emperor energy. I couldn't get that out. So somebody is standing in the Emperor energy, or you getting ready to attract in an Emperor. And whoever this Emperor is, Knight of Wands. When I see that Knight of Wands, y'all, I ain't being funny, but that's my freak card. And check this out. The way I just set these cards up here, I wasn't even paying this no attention, but you got 143. If I'm not mistaken, 143 in Page of Code means I love you. So somebody's walking into a commitment that's going to be a good relationship. Y'all are going to be financially blessed together. Y'all are going to make money together. Y'all are going to build generational wealth together because one or both of y'all, you got a Queen of Cups and the King of Cups is somewhere out here. I don't know where the hell it went. Child, I done lost the King of Cups, but I seen it somewhere. What the hell I do with that? Anyway, I ain't finna get into it, but I did see the King of Cups. I might have put it back, but I did see the King of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So either two ways about it. Somebody walking into a new particular relationship. I'm looking at the numbers 44 out here. So the number 4 might be significant for you. I see 333 out here. And I see 88. So those numbers may be significant for you. If they are, this could possibly be your reading. You know, if you're walking into a new beginning, you're walking into a new lifestyle, congratulations, you know, because everybody is not bold enough to make these changes. And again, a lot of times when we're not bold enough to make these changes, the universe will throw our ass into these changes, and we don't be wanting to make these changes, but it is what it is. Look at the Chariot card. I got the Chariot card right here. 7 plus 4 is 11. Again, like I said earlier, somebody going through a spiritual transformation. They're going through a spiritual awakening, and it's probably causing a breakdown of a lot of things that's going on in their life. Right now, they may be in the 5 of Pentacles, Taurus energy. They may be feeling like they're losing everything. But man, if this is your situation, keep your head up and stay strong, because you're not losing everything. And even if this is karma, because a lot of times when you have to go through karma, 25, 55 on the time, as I'm saying this, a lot of times when you got to go through karma, that karma ain't nothing but a lesson to teach you to not do whatever it was you was doing in the past. When you are receiving karma, that does not mean that you have to live in karma forever. All that means is the universe is breaking you down to teach you how to build yourself back up the correct way. It is what it is. That's all karma is. It's just a lesson. It is a lesson to teach you that whatever it is you was doing, not to do it no more. That's all. So anyway, what we got out here, we got Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Cancer is out here 3 times. All right, so hey, I'm gonna roll Cancer again, but I got Leo. Is that Leo? What is that? North Node. That's what that is. How'd that get in there? They ain't supposed to be in there. But anyway, we got Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio, and again, I believe that's North Node. So somebody's walking into their North Node. Congratulations, because once you step into that North Node, you become high honor in the spirit, man, and you start getting blessings and everything. But see, you got to clean your life up. You got to clean your life up in order to make it to your North Node. Once you make it to that North Node status and get out of that South Node energy, where you are always in negative energy, trying to cutthroat people, always seeing the worst in everything. When you stop seeing the worst in everything, that's when you know you graduate into your North Node energy. Okay, let's see what else we got. We got Libra again. Libra came out again. Scorpio came out again. And then Pisces. So, Libra, Cancer. It's very, very hot in this particular spread. Who else we got out here? We got Taurus. Aries. Fire is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I got Virgo out here. I see Sagittarius. And air sign Aquarius. Aquarius is out here a couple of times. So those signs might be significant for you. If not, they may be significant for somebody that you are watching this video for. You never know. So we got 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5 is what? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12. 12 reduces down to a 3. So the overall number that I'm giving for this particular reading is a 3, which is divine order. So this particular scenario, it is going in divine order. So if this is your video and you are going through some changes right now, man, chin up, chest out, stay in there, because you are being tested. Your spiritual gifts, your spiritual abilities are being heightened. You're starting to deal with telepathy. You're starting to understand the spiritual world better. Basically, what you're starting to get experience is in the unseen. You know, we're taught how to use our 5 senses, but they don't talk about their 6th sense. They don't talk about that intuition. They don't talk about, all these spiritual gifts that you got, because they don't want you to have them. Because once you tap into these spiritual gifts, that is what pushes you out of the matrix. That is what pushes you out of other people's businesses and other people's companies. And that is what pushes you to be more in tune with listening to your intuition, listening to your ancestors, listening to the Most High, listening to what you can't see. But you have to be on a positive vibration. Otherwise, once you open up them particular gifts and you're not high vibing, that's when you open them up to the lower dimensions. And that's where all of the dark energies come in to take over your life when you are in a negative mindset. But check this out. Page of Swords and 4 of Wands. Somebody is studying you because they want to build a life with you. There that commitment is. Bottom line. I'm finna get my ass out of this, y'all. I'm 30 minutes in. So y'all have a blessed day. Peace and blessings, and namaste.